And then this will be the final part of this. However long it is. I have no idea. But Book of Shadows prologue. Yep. Blood Drive. Oh, we're Naomi. Or no, we're not Naomi. We're talking to Naomi.
でね、うちの子が言うにはさ、あの事件は学校で流行ってる学校裏サイトが絡んでるとかね。
Oh. Oh, wait, this is after the kids got back. Oh. Oh, I didn't even think about that. I'm sorry, Crystal. I just jumped right into it. I'm sorry. I could have went back and did the extra chapters or endings, but I'm just like, ooh, I just want to see what this is. So I guess we're just doing this since we started. And you know what my kid told me? He said that incident was connected with an underground website that's gotten real popular at his school.
ああ、ちょっと前にニュースでも話題になったわね。ブログがいじめの温床になっているとか、出会い系の的にされてるとか。まだあるのあれって。
Oh, I think I heard about that on the news a while back. Profiles being used for bullying and to find dates. Is that kind of stuff still going on?
今でこそあまりニュースとかで表面化しないけど、まだまだ続いてるみたいよ。
Well, the news has stopped covering it, but it's still happening from what I hear.
うちの子もやってるのかしらね。聞いてみようかしら。
I wonder if my kid goes on any websites like that. Maybe I should talk to him about it. Oh
学
no.
校帰りの夕方、私はまた来てしまった。
It was late afternoon, right around the time students were returning home from school, and here I was again.
目の前に聖子の家のインターホンがある。
Standing right in front of the intercom at the door to Seiko's house.
もうここに来てから1時間以上。ずっと押そうかどうか迷い続けている。
I'd been here for over an hour now, standing, staring, wondering whether to push that button.
このままいても本当に不審者だ。昨日も一昨日も私はここで長い間立ち尽くして家に引き返していた。
I must have looked really suspicious, especially since I'd been here yesterday and the day before too, and each time I wound up just going home.
今日こそはと思いを固めてきたんだ。意を決して押そう。
But today would be different. That's what I told myself. Today I'd actually push that intercom button. I was ready to face my demons. So this is the aftermath after the kids escape Heavenly Host, and Naomi is still shaken with the fact that Seiko's dead. So she, like, the premise of the first game was that the kids, like, if you die in Heavenly Host, nobody remembers you. Like, you just don't exist from the world anymore. So she's, I guess, trying to confront where Seiko used to live to just, like, force any kind of, like, memory of her friend or something. Oh, so depressing. Okay. Oh, the kids. The kids.
こら！みんな飛び出しちゃダメだぞ！
Hey, you two can't just run off like that.
ゆうくんだ。聖子の弟の。
That was you, Seiko's younger brother.
よし、整列。
Oh,
ち
yeah.
ゃんと靴履いて。
All right, line up. Make sure you got your shoes on tight.
ほら、帽子が曲がってる。
There we go. Hey, straighten that hat.
いい子だな。よしよし。じゃあ、兄ちゃんと手つないでいくぞ。ちゃんと買い物に行けるかな？ケイ、あや。
Oh, also, I don't know why I'm staring at this, but this flower here is like a cousin to Claire. It's a bromeliad kind of plant. Like, this is another form of Guzmanias. Like, Claire's pink, like this color, but a different kind. Like, this has a different name, I think. But it just caught my eye in the background, so I was just like, oh, look, that's like Claire. Very good. I think we're ready now. Take my hands, please. Now, you think you two can behave at the market? Kai, Aya? You bet.
いい返事だ。
That's what I like to hear.
私はとっさに物陰に隠れてしまった。ゆうくんやあの子たちは確かに聖子の兄弟たちだ。
I made sure I hid out of sight while they were leaving the house. You and the other two kids were definitely Seiko's younger siblings.
そう、私はあの子たちに会いたくて来たんだ。
They were the reason I'd come. They were the ones I wanted to see.
何を話せばいいのかわからない。でも聖子は確かにいたんだから。
I had no idea what I'd say to them, but I knew for sure the Seiko existed, so I had to say something. Claire's cousin is a celebrity, right? I forget. I think they are a Guzmania, like they're part of the Bromeliad family, but I forget the exact name, but they grow and they come in different colors. There's like pink and red and orange, and like the red ones kind of look like fire flames coming up. It's really pretty.
この
Oh no.
携帯の写メを見せて、お姉ちゃんだよって聖子のことを聞こう。
Maybe I'd show them the cell phone picture and tell them, hey, this is your sister, and ask if they remembered anything about her. Yeah, that totally will creep them out.
説明すれば大丈夫。わからないなんて言うわけがない。
It would be okay. I just needed to explain myself. They'd understand. They had to.
私は心を決めて潜んでいた物陰から出た。
I made up my mind. Now was the perfect chance. I stepped out from my hiding place.
ねえ。
Hey!
声をかけた私の腕を後ろから誰かが掴んで引っ張った。
But barely made out a single word before I felt someone grab my arm from behind, holding me back. Is this Satoshi?
誰？
Who's there?
ダメよ、ダメ。
Oh. Don't do this. Don't do it.
委員長、
Class rep?
気持ちわかるけど、ダメ。
I understand where you're coming from, but you can't do
委
this.
員長、篠崎さんが首を横に振って私を制止する。みるみる自分の視界が滲んでいく。
I just want to remind everybody this girl is the reason why everybody's dead. Why Seiko's dead, and this girl right here decided to grab the stupid charm off the internet. I know she wasn't the full cause of it, but let's just remind the jury of how we got in this stupid fucking situation. Our class rep, Shinozaki, was shaking her head at me. She was determined to stop me from confronting Seiko's family. My vision was starting to blur.
あの子たちに会ってどうするの？わかってるでしょ。結果は。
What do you plan to say to them? You know how it's going to turn out.
だって。
But...
私は涙が止まらなくなってその場にしゃがみ込んだ。委員長も目に涙を浮かべて私を見つめていた。
I couldn't hold back my tears any longer. I squatted on the ground and looked up at the class rep who was staring back at me with equally glassy eyes.
私の気持ちを本当に理解して共有してくれるのは
There were only a handful of people in the world who could truly understand what I was going through.
天神症事件から生きて帰ってきたこの篠崎さんとサトシと岸沼とゆかちゃんだけ。
Only those of us who returned from Heavenly Host Elementary alive. Only Shinozaki, Satoshi, Kishinuma, and Yuka. Okay, so the truth... This is why I got confused, because the true ending, Yuka lived. Yuka actually lived in the true ending. So... Honestly, this sounds a little heartless. I get why Naomi feels the way that she feels about Seiko and like her family not remembering her and like the classmates and like teachers not remembering her. But at least you have people who survived with you that can carry on her memory, that remember her with you. It's not like she was the only one that was saved from Heavenly Host with the knowledge of like her friend. You know what I mean? I think it would be worse if, like, I just came back and my best friend died and, like, nobody else knows her. You know what I mean? It's bad enough her family doesn't remember her, but at least she's got 4 other people that remember Seiko, that legitimately say, yes, I remember Seiko, and Seiko was a nice girl, and I don't know.
天神症で命を落としてしまった友達、聖子や鈴本さん、森重、宍戸先生は
How did Morishige die? I don't even remember. As for those who lost their lives there, Seiko, Suzumoto, Morishige, and Miss Shishido. Like, I know Miss Yui fell in one of the endings. Seiko was hung. Mayu got splattered. And then, I don't know how Morishige died. I don't remember how he died. Did they ever show how he died? Or, like, I don't know.
私たちの帰ってきたこの世界では存在自体が抹消されてしまっていたんだ。
We came back to find that their very existence was wiped clean from this world entirely. Yeah, I mean, I'd be okay with it because I'm curious. I already know pretty much, like, the Corpse Party story. I actually think them not remembering their family is a small kind of mercy. Yeah, it's true, because the family doesn't have to grieve. But at the same time, not remembering you had a daughter, or not, like, even acknowledging the fact you've ever had a daughter is pretty freaky. He went insane and said to have possibly jumped out a window. Oh. Interesting. Okay. We came back to the world to find that their very existence was wiped clean from this world entirely.
中島さん、聞いて。
Nakashima, hey.
うなだれて、打ちひしがれて歩いていた私に、横を歩いていた委員長が意を消したように切り出した。
I was walking home, defeated and dejected, with the class rep at my side when she suddenly addressed me. It sounded like she wanted to tell me something.
私ね、天神小学校を脱出してからこの半月の間、ずっとあの学校を支配していた篠崎義恵と。
I've been doing research these last couple weeks at the library, looking up information about the Shinozaki estate.
篠崎幸子、二人の家、篠崎家についてを図書館で調べていたの。
That's the house where Yoshi and Sachiko Shinozaki lived, the place that the beings in control of Heavenly Host once called home.
連続児童誘拐殺害事件の新聞記事にはちょっとしか幸子のことは載っていないし。
You might recall that the newspaper articles we found about the kidnapping and murder incident gave precious little information about Sachiko.
その前の保健医開始事件については地域新聞以外には取り上げられてすらいないからちょっと大変だったんだけれどね。
And aside from local papers, nobody even bothered covering the news about Yoshi's death at all. Digging up this information was no small feat.
地面を見ながらポツポツと話す委員長の口調は落ち着いた静かな決意のようなものが感じられた。
She was looking down at her feet and kept a steady, quiet tone the whole time she was talking. It seemed like this was all leading up to something.
霊やオカルトの話についてはこの子はちょっとした権威だ。私はなんとなく頼もしいような思いで彼女の話を聞いていた。
Oh, Blood Drive Chapter 1 reveals a different demise that he died? Oh, okay. Well, I guess we'll have to wait till we play that to figure it out. But she was kind of an expert when it came to ghosts and the occult as such, so I trusted her. I wanted to know where she was going with this.
旧天神症のあったこの経験の外れ、山あいの近くにね、篠崎義恵の家があるらしいの。
It seems Yoshi Shinozaki's former home is here, in the prefecture. It's in the outskirts by the mountains.
幸子と義恵の
Her home? Like Yoshi's? And Sachiko's?
そう、この県内よ。
Yep, right in our backyard.
そんな近くに
It's that close?
で、 天神小学校はもともと私たちの地元にあった学校なの。
Yeah, Heavenly Host once stood where Kisaragi is now, after all.
そこに勤めていた篠崎義恵の家なんだから、それほど距離は離れていないわよ。
And since Yoshi Shinozaki worked there, it makes sense her home wouldn't be too terribly far away.
奈穂さんのブログにも載っていたんだけれど、あの人が幸子さんの形のオリジナルをサルベージしてきた現地なの。
Naho mentioned it in her notes, too, remember? That's where she salvaged the original Sachiko proxy for the ritual.
何かあると思わない？
So yeah, seems like a good place for us to find something, don't you think?
そこには今でも篠崎家の呪いのオリジンが眠っているのよ。呪いを解明する何らかの手がかりがきっとあると思うの。
The origin of the Shinozaki family's curse rests within those walls, and I believe there must be some clue there that could help shed light on it.
私は思わず唾を飲み込んだ。
She had my full attention now. I swallowed hard, as if I were taking it all in.
住所も控えてきた。電車に乗れば1時間足らずで着けるわ。中島さん、調査に行かない？
I
今
got
から。
I got an address too. If we take the train, we could be there in less than an hour. So what do you say, Nakashima? Let's go check it out right now.
篠崎の家。
The Shinozaki estate.
天神小学校では命に関わる思いをした。その呪いの元凶に接近するんだ。危険な目に遭う可能性は数倍高いはずだ。でも
I was haunted by the memories of Heavenly Host, and this would entail visiting the source of it all, where the danger would be far greater, yet somehow.
行こう、委員長。
Lead on, class rep.
時計は午後の4時半を回っていた。
It was right around 4:30 in the afternoon.
寒くなり始めたこの時期だと向こうに着いてもすぐに日が落ちそうだけれど。
The day was already cooling in the night, and the sun would surely be setting shortly after we arrived at our
それで
destination.
も私はきっと委員長も
But neither of us really cared.
一刻も早く出かけたかった。何でもいい。現状を打開するきっかけになるものが見つかるのなら。
I just wanted to be there, as soon as humanly possible. If there were even the slightest chance of finding answers, I'd welcome it.
私たちはすがるような思いで電車に飛び乗って県の端にあるその場所へと向かうことにしたんだ。
The two of us went right to the station and hopped on the very next train we could find in the countryside, grasping at straws for all we were worth. I began to wish I'd gone back to change clothes before we left. Like, let's go, right now! Oh fuck, why didn't I change clothes? But if I'd done that, I'd have to explain to Mom where I was going, and I sincerely doubt I would have been amenable to the idea. I could have always just gone anyway, of course, but then I'd be directly disobeying my mother and undoubtedly making her worry sick about me. The class rep and I were seated next to each other on a local commuter train I'd never ridden before. There were only two other passengers. Much like us, they were simply staring down at the ground and riding in silence, lost in their own thoughts. These last couple weeks had been brutal. All five of us who survived were feeling it. We were more exhausted than we'd ever been in our entire lives. Well, yeah, you had to survive. But no matter how crazy people said we were, no matter how much our souls ached from the memories, we could never forget Seiko and the others. Every photo we had of them, though, be it on film or digital, had its face blacked out completely. And the scariest, saddest thing I could imagine was the passage of time, because eventually I knew I'd have trouble remembering what they looked like. Aw. Listen,
整理するわね。私たちだけは覚えてる。ゆい先生や鈴本さん、篠原さん、森重君。
I want to run something by you. We're the only ones who have any memory of Miss Yui, Suzumoto, Shinohara, and Morishige, right?
天神小学校で命を落とした人たちはみんな最初からいなかったかのように現世の人の記憶から消されている。
Because if you die in Heavenly Host, it's as if you never existed in the first place. You're erased from the collective memory of everyone in the real world. Why was she bringing this up? I just looked down at my knees, trying unsuccessfully to fight back the tears that were welling up in my eyes yet again.
だけどこれを見て。
Well, have a look at this.
ナホの霊界情報局。あの霊能力者の子のブログだね。
So yeah, wait, why is Naho's shit still showing? That is a good point. Naho's nods to the netherworld? It's just what that spirit medium girl's blog, right? It's just that spirit medium girl's blog, right?
何か気づかない？
Doesn't anything seem odd about it to you? The fact that it exists and everyone remembers Naho? The blog's final entry was the one detailing the Sachiko ever after ritual, but we already knew that. There were no updates after it because...
あれナホって人確か
Wait, didn't Naho die?
そう。
Right. Yeah, Naho. Everyone remembers Naho, but she's dead. The class rep nodded and looked into my
ナホ
eyes.
さんも天神小学校の中で命を落としたはず。
Naho lost her life in Heavenly Host Elementary School just like everyone else.
どういうこと？
But how can that be?
理由はわからないわ。だけどこの通り全ての人が存在を消されるわけじゃないみたいなの。
I'm not sure of the reason, but this is proof positive. Proof that not everyone who dies in the school gets erased from existence.
調べたけど同じようにあの学校で亡くなっていた響先生の存在もこの世にちゃんと残ってた。
I checked on her mentor, Mr. Kibiki, too. He also died in Heavenly Host, but just like Naho, there's still ample record of his existence. I wonder if Sachiko has the ability to choose. Gets my cane. Puts on detective hat. I was literally on the edge of my seat, leaning in close and hanging on her every word. She flashed me a smile.
希望を捨てないでいいよ。
So let's not give up hope, okay? Let's make everybody remember these kids so that way they can be horribly depressed when they realize that their kids aren't coming home. Let's do it! I was crying hard now, but for the first time since we'd come back, I could see the tiniest, faintest glimmer of hope in the darkness. It wasn't much to go on, but it was easily the best news I'd heard in 2 weeks, and it made me feel a lot better about this impromptu trip. Even just this one vague clue improved our chances of finding something at the Shinozaki estate significantly. At least now we knew what to look for. We are now arriving at Kishi Station.
着いたね。すごい。本当に地方って感じ。なんか空気が美味しい。
Guess we're here, man. Wait, guess we're here. Man, we're really out in the boonies, aren't we? The air smells so delicious.
よかったね。まだ日が明るいうちで。さあ、暗くなる前になんとか現地に行きましょう。
Also, I'd like to note that the colors of this sign, like the blue and the yellow and like the way like the stuff is positioned, reminds me of a Pennsylvania license plate. Just want to point that out. You know, aside from like the Japanese writing, but it's nice, isn't it? And we were fortunate to get here while there's still some light left. We should find the estate before it gets dark.
終点の駅で電車を降りると、そこは畑や民家が並ぶ少し寂れた雰囲気の静かな農村だった。
This was the end of the line, a desolate farming community with nothing but farmhouses and fields as far as the eye could see.
山あいの土地を開発しているためか、道が緩やかに上り坂になっている。
There was only one main road, and due to the mountainside setting of this picturesque village, it maintained a gradual upward slope the whole way.
人があんまりいないね。
Not a lot of people around. I mean, mind you, it could be like an older Pennsylvania license because I think the newer ones, there might be like some different ones because I know there's animal ones and stuff, but yeah, it does, the coloration at least kind of reminds me of a Pennsylvania license plate, so I don't know. Not a lot of people around.
できれば人に会って話を聞きたいんだけどな。
Yeah, and here I was kind of hoping I could meet with one of the locals and ask some questions.
この辺りでは 篠崎家は結構大きな影響力のある家柄だったみたいなの。
Evidently, the Shinozaki family had a lot of clout here once, and were held in high esteem.
そうなんだ。委員長も篠崎さんだけど、遠い縁者だったりするのかな、やっぱ。
Really? Since you're a Shinozaki too, I wonder if you have some distant ancestry in common with them or something. I wonder if you're related to the fucking killer.
どうだろう。篠崎姓は全国にいっぱいいるからね。
I guess it's possible. But there are an awful lot of Shinozakis in Japan, you know. That's true.
ねえ、道はこっちで合ってるの？
So, are we going the right way?
こっちだと思うんだけど、目的の住所、実は番地の詳細までは分かってないんだよね。
I think it's this way, yeah. But to be honest, the address I found doesn't have a house number, so I'm not entirely sure.
あ、でも委員長の携帯なら、ほら、GPS だっけ？あれでざっくりと方向はわかるんじゃないの？
Really? Oh, but what about your cell phone? Doesn't it have that GPS thing? Like, what century are we in that we don't know what GPS is? Can't we use that to figure out where we're going?
それがね、ここ、なぜだか位置情報を取得できないの。おかしいな。
I already tried, but it looks like there's no map data on file for this area, which is actually very strange.
よくわからないけど。
If you say so.
道は舗装はされているけど、ひびだらけで、細かな石や砂がいっぱい転がっているから、歩くたびにジャリジャリ言う。
The road was paved the whole way, but it was full of cracks and holes resulting in countless tiny pebbles and patches of sand crunching under our feet.
少しずつ空が暗くなってきているせいかな。
And the darker it got, the more noticeable the sound of uneven terrain became.
見知らぬ土地をこうして女子2人で制服で歩いていると、なんとなく心もとなくなってきた。
There was something unsettling about the idea of two schoolgirls in uniform walking around a strange, largely deserted village at the cusp of twilight.
ねえ、やっぱり人に聞いた方がいいよね。あのうち訪ねてみない？
Hey, I really think we should stop and ask someone for directions. How about we pay that house a visit?
委員長が前方にある一軒家を指さす。
She was pointing at one of the isolated farmhouses directly in front of us.
そうだね。暗くなってきてるし、急ごうか。
Sounds good. It is getting dark after all. Let's pick up the pace.
すみません。
They found the Shinozaki haunted farm. Heavenly Host farm. Complete with dead animals and zombies and all kinds of stuff. Excuse me?
すみません。
Hello?
留守かな？他を当たろうか。
Maybe they're not home. Let's try someplace else. Okay. Uh-oh.
びっくりした。なんだろう。
That scared the crap out of me. What was that? Ah!
怖いね。離れましょう。
Yeah, I don't like this. Let's get away from here. I love how confident we are of like, nope, this is fuckery. We're leaving. We've dealt with the shit in Heavenly Host. We're smarter now.
なんか嫌な感じだけど、でも場所聞かないことには始まらないからね。よし、あのお家に行ってみよう。
I know it's a little unsettling, but if we don't get some information, we'll never find the place. So, come on, let's try asking at that one.
委員長は付近にあった青い屋根の民家を指さした。
This time, she was pointing to a slightly more inviting-looking residence nearby, sporting a blue roof.
すみません。
Hello?
すみません。
Hello, is anyone home?
はい。
Yes?
あの、
Ah,
こんばんは。ちょっと道をお尋ねしたいのですが。
good evening, miss. We're a bit lost and would be very grateful if you could help us find our way.
玄関ドアのすりガラスを挟んで女性の姿が見える。
I could see the figure of a middle-aged woman through the frosted glass door.
知らない人間の私たちの声にためらったのか、女性は少し悩んでから、
I wasn't sure if she was actually going to open it for us, given that we were strangers and she was, by all appearances, a woman alone in an isolated house, because she's smart. Oh, she opened it. Now she's not smart. What's all this then?
こんばんは。突然ごめんなさい。私たち藤沢市から来ました。あるお宅を目指しているのですが、住所がわからなくて。
Should I read the old lady voice? Be like, oh, what's all this then? Good evening. I'm sorry to bother you so late. We've come all the way from Fujisawa, and we're trying to find a certain residence. Also, that doesn't sound like an older lady, but oh my, what cute little visitors! And coming all this way with the sun going down, no less.
よかった。優しそうな人だ。私は委員長と一緒にペコリと頭を下げておばさんと話をした。
This woman is probably 35 and they're calling her old. Thank goodness, she seemed like a perfectly normal, perfectly kind old woman. I took my place next to the class rep and bowed my head in respect. Watch it be like Sachiko's grandmother or something. So where is it you're trying to go then? Why did I sound Irish?
でも番地の詳細がわからないんです。こちらのお宅なのですが。
I'm trying to reach this address, but I don't have a house number. This is all I know. Let's see.
Shinozakiの家になんのよ。
What business do you have at the Shinozaki estate?
実は私たち調べ事をしていて、ね。
Actually, we're investigating something, right?
はい。学校のことで必要があって、
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's, for a school assignment.
おばさんは急に立ち上がり、強引に私たちの体を家の外に押し出した。
The old lady's demeanor changed in an instant. She made herself as large as she could and began pushing us out of her house. Whoa.
おばさん、何
Miss, is something wrong?
出て行きな。早く出て行きな。
Get out. Go on. Oh, I'm sorry. Get out. Go on. Get out of here. I keep changing my old lady voice like literally every time. What?
何なの？
What was that all about?
篠崎家の名前を出しただけであんなに
Just seeing the words Shinozaki estate seemed to send her off the deep end.
困ったね。
Oh, yeah. Why am I inventing words? This could be a problem.
辺りを見回すとだんだん日が落ちてきている。まだ空は青いけど街灯に明かりがつき始めていた。
Yeah, look at them dark skies, everybody. It's so dark out here. The day was fading fast. The sky was still blue for now, but it was getting darker by the minute. Streetlights were popping on all around us.
別の家探しましょう。篠崎家について教えてくれる人だってきっといるよ。
Let's just try to find another house. There must be someone around here who will tell us what we need to know.
そうだね。
Yeah, you think? Huh?
おばさん、まだ立ってる。扉の向こう。
That old lady is still standing there, right inside the door.
本当だ。なんでまだ見てるの？
Oh, God, you're right. Why? Is she still watching us?
行こう。なんか怖い。
Let's go, okay? This is getting really creepy. I'd just be sitting there and I'd be just going, like, making faces and going, get her to come after me and, like, try to say
明るかったお
something.
ばさんの表変に怖くなって、私たちは足早にそこを離れた。
Honestly, of all the things that these kids have seen, I doubt a really creepy old woman in a normal world staring at them is not the worst thing to happen to them so far. She seemed like such a kind old woman, too. When she first answered the door, wait, let me rephrase that. She seemed like such a kind old woman, too, when she first answered the door. But now she just felt menacing. The sudden change was almost staggering.
6時半か。
6:30, huh? Yeah.
それから結構な距離を歩いてきた。
We walked for quite a while after that.
だんだん民家は減ってきて、辺りは田んぼや雑木林が多くなる。山に登りつつあるみたい。
Where's the steep? Where is it? The fields and trees were becoming more plentiful, while houses were becoming a much rarer sight. The road's incline had gotten a lot steeper too.
この先に進んでも家なんてあるのかどうか不安になる。
And we were literally climbing a mountain now, and the likelihood of finding the house we sought, or any house at all, seemed to be lessening with every step.
あ、車だわ。危ないわよ、中島さん。
I love how she's standing off to the side because there's a car coming. Ah, car coming! Watch out, Nakashima.
うん。
Thanks.
道路の端により後ろから来る車が通り過ぎるのを待とうとした。
We pushed ourselves against the guardrail and waited for the car approaching from behind to pass before we continued our trek. And then the car slams into them, right? Or stops. The car stopped.
おお、どうした？オナゴが2人でこんなところで危ねえでよ。
Okay, now that's creepy. This is creepier than the old woman. Hey, what are you a couple of schoolgirls doing in a place like this? It's dangerous to be walking in the road, you know.
通り過ぎずに私たちの横につけた軽トラックから優しそうなおじさんが顔を出す。
The mini pickup pulled alongside us, and an older gentleman stuck his head out the window. He seemed like a sociable sort. Complete stranger, strange man, in a vehicle, picking up 2 minors. I don't think this is a good idea.
私たち篠崎さんってお宅を探してるんです。
We're actually looking for the Shinozaki residence, if you have any idea where that is.
スノザゲ？ああ、この辺でスノザゲっつったらあそこだな。もっと山ん中だ。
Shinozaki? Ah, yeah, the old Shinozaki estate. It's up that away, deep in the mountains.
この先ですか？
Just up ahead?
ああ、
Yep.
よかった。方向合ってたんだ。
Well, that's good. We've been going the right way after all.
ずいぶんまだ距離があるで。歩きだとまだ結構かかるじゃ。
Yeah, but it's a good ways in there. If Yunzo's walking, it's going to take you a good long while.
何の用があるのかわからんが、乗っけてってやろうか。
Don't know what business you got in a place like that, but hop in if you want. I'll take you up and murder you. And possibly do something to your bodies, because I'm an older man and you guys are children, but this is perfectly fine, and we didn't learn our lesson from being in a creepy school, so sure. There's no stranger danger here. Just your good old friendly neighborhood country old man.
委員長と顔を見合わせる。
The class rep and I looked at one another square in the eyes.
少し迷ったけど、もう時間も遅いし、これは渡りに船じゃないだろうか。
He seemed a little shady, but it was getting pretty late, and as they say, beggars can't be choosers. We wouldn't get another opportunity like this. I'd much rather walk around in the dark, alone, than jump in a stranger's car just because he had 2 friendly sentences with us. Blah, we're finding an adult. Seriously, these kids are dumb.
私たちはお礼を言って乗せてもらうことにした。
So, we think the old man got his truck. Now we're dead. Fucked. We're dead, guys. Oh, God.
3人乗れる車だけど、狭くてすまねえな。
Oh, God. Hey, truck's supposed to be a 3-seater, but it's kind of crowded. Sorry about that.
いえ、助かります。
That's quite alright. We're very grateful.
歩いてじゃ夜になってたかもしれないね。
If we kept on walking, it would have been nighttime before we knew it.
まあ、俺も今じゃスノザキの家の方まではなかなか山上がらねえからな。おめえたち、あんなところに何しに行くんだ？
Well, I sure ain't got a lot of business up at the old Shinozaki estate on the mountain these days. Why are you two looking to go up there anyhow?
なんと言ったらいいのか。少し調べたいことがあって。
Well, I'm not really sure how to put it. Let's just say there's some information we're trying to find.
調べたいこと？
Information?
あそこに昔住んでいた篠崎義恵さんというお医者さんについてです。
About a nurse who used to live there a long time ago. A woman named Yoshi Shinozaki.
あ あそこはまあ自宅兼診療所でもあったから昔はよく村人が通ってたもんだったがな。
Yeah, back in the day, it used to be a home run clinic. It did. Lots of people went up there all the time.
今はもう誰も近づかんしどうなっとるかわからんよ。
But nobody goes near it anymore. Don't know what kind of shape it'll be in.
ずいぶん山道を登ってきた。この辺りからは管理もあまりされていないのか、道が悪くなってくる。
I just imagine the old man going, "It's gonna be a bumpy ride, hold on." He puts his hand on the girl's leg and like Ayumi's just like, "Ee!" That's just what I imagine. We kept driving farther up the mountain path, and the higher we got, the rougher the ride became. Road maintenance is clearly not a priority here.
タイヤが段差を拾って、車がガタガタと揺れ始める。
With 4 tires on 4 different elevations at any given point in time, the whole truck was being rocked to its core.
いた。
Ow!
大丈夫？
Are you okay?
あ、平気。シートベルトしててよかった。
Yeah, I'm fine. Just glad I'm wearing my seatbelt.
すごい道ですね、おじさん。
This is quite the road, isn't it, mister? Guy doesn't say anything. He just drives him up to the top of the mountain, throws him out of the truck, and murders him.
なんだかちょっと運転が怖い。横で委員長の頭がガクンガクン揺れてる。大丈夫かな？
The old man's driving was starting to frighten me. I could see Ayumi's head bouncing up and down, and it honestly felt like we were in a runaway vehicle.
おじさん、ちょっとスピードが。
Mister? Aren't you going a little fast? What? Is there a car coming at him? What?
破裂しそうな勢いで心臓が体の中で暴れている。今確かに人影が。
My heart was beating a mile a minute. That was a person on the road, wasn't it?
私と委員長は真っ青になっておじさんの顔を見た。
The class rep and I had both gone pale. We looked over at the old man.
大丈夫？聞いとらんわ。
It's okay. Whatever it was, I didn't hit it. What?
人や動物を引いた時はもっとすげえ音がするでな。
Believe me, you hit a person or an animal on the road, it makes a bigger noise than that. I know, I ran over many people in my lifetime.
なんだかこの人もおかしい。さっきまでの優しい雰囲気がどこかに消えてしまった感じがする。
This old man seemed to have gone a little weird now as well. As much as the old woman in town, he started off so kind and helpful.
今の人影は。
Who was that in the road?
わからん。
Dunno.
おい、ここから先はもう車が入れんよ。あとは歩きだ。行くのか行かねえのか。
Hey, end of the line. Can't go no farther by car. You're gonna have to hoof it. You going or you want me to drive you back? Also, can I keep holding on to your thigh?
ありがとうおじさん。
Thanks very much, sir, for not raping and murdering us.
待
Much
ってやる
appreciated.
け。気が済んだら戻ってけ。こんなところに娘っ子二人ほったらかすわけにはいかねえしな。
I'll be waiting here for you. You just come back when you're done. I can't rightly leave you 2 little girls out here by themselves after all. Oh, thank you, sincerely older man stranger, because, oh, you are so kind. Even though you are still creepy.
ありがとうございます。
Thank you for your consideration.
大
If
丈
we
夫
get murdered,
委員長。
we'll call you first. Class rep, you okay?
怖かった。
Why does she call her class rep? Why can't you just say like Ayumi? Like I can't remember ever in my lifetime ever being in school and being like, yo class rep, yo class prez, what's up? Like, never said that. Never said that. That was scary. This was not the scariest thing to ever happen to you, I assure you.
なんかおかしな感じだったけど、でも待っててくれるってやっぱりいい人じゃないかな。
There was definitely something strange about him, but he did say he'll wait for us, so I think he's a good person where it counts.
そうだよね。
Yeah, I guess you're right.
すっかり日も傾いて夕暮れを過ぎていた。結構きつい傾斜になっているこの道の先に篠崎義恵の自宅兼診療所があるという。
The sun was setting rapidly, and evening was in full stride, and at the top of this uncompromisingly steep road sat Yoshi Shinozaki's home and clinic.
あ、高台が見えてきた。あの上かな。
It's Japan. They have a thing for respect, and calling someone you are not friends or close friends to by their first name is disrespectful. Oh, I didn't know that. Again, another cultural thing that I'm not familiar with, but that's interesting. Oh, look. It's Platius up ahead? Placius up ahead? Is that the place?
いよいよね。
We finally made it.
ここが
Is this?
何もない。
There's nothing here.
私たちがたどり着いたそこは篠崎家の跡地だった。建物は取り壊されて完全に更地になっていた。
This had to be the place, the site of the Shinozaki estate. But there was no house here anymore. The building was torn down. It was just an empty lot.
せっかくここまで来たのに。
Hi, Black Garden. Happy Friday. Well, Saturday now, but happy Friday. It's still really weird, like the cultural differences. It's still really weird. Like I'm beginning to understand it, but it's still really weird. And after, we came all this way too.
あ、でも委員長、あそこになんや。
Wait, hold up. Look over there. Is that a barn?
本当だ。
That's a dilapidated
これだ
barn.
け
You're right. I wonder why this was spared, if the estate wasn't.
更地の横には小さな納屋が残っていて、電灯のスイッチを入れるとまだ電気も通っていた。
It was a small barn on the edge of the property, and remarkably, when I flipped the light switch, the lights actually came on. It still had electricity.
こんなことってある？
Is this possible?
うん、気持ち悪いね。
Yeah, it's kind of giving me the creeps.
私たちはせめてここに何かないかと納屋の中を調べてみた。
Despite our misgivings, we'd gone far outside our comfort zone to get here, so we set about searching this mysterious barn for any answers. Oh, I could search. Let's save our game, because we had a lot of stuff. Okay. It's a large drum that seems to have once been used for burning waste products.
中はすすと灰だらけだね。何を燃やしていたんだろう。
Nothing but soot and ash here. I wonder what was burned inside.
なんだろうね。見た感じ、ただの灰だと思うけれど。
I don't know. Looks like plain old ash to me, but it could have been anything. This is where they hide the drugs, guys. It's a hemp sack that's filled to the brim with some kind of grain, probably feed for farm animals.
鶏とか飼っていたのかな。
Guess they had chickens or something here. Yeah. Anything else up here? It's just this. There's a mess of old cardboard boxes here, along with a rusted toolbox and any number of odds and ends. There doesn't seem to be anything particularly useful in or among any of them, however.
段ボールに篠崎1って書いてあるね。
Hey, look! This box has Shinozaki 1 written on it.
本当だ。じゃあやっぱりここが元篠崎義恵の家だったことは確かみたいだね。
You're right. I guess that means this really was Yoshi Shinozaki's house at some point. Plot twist. Sachiko's mother was a drug lord. It's an old worn-out blanket that someone seems to have left here.
家のない人がここで暖を取っているのかもしれないね。
Somebody from the outside must have sought shelter in here at some point.
そっか。風が避けられるだけでも全然違うものね。冷えてきたね、やっぱり日が落ちると。
Oh, yeah, maybe. I guess just sitting out of the wind isn't always enough. Or getting out of the wind. And brr, is it starting to get kind of cold in here with the sun down?
ね
Yeah, let's cuddle up on that blanket.
二人で数十分の間、床の下や天井の木目まで調べてみたけれど、
We spent another half hour or so rifling through the barn from floor to ceiling, looking for anything that we could possibly find that might help us. Meanwhile, our parents think we're dead because it's very late and we're not home and nobody can get a hold of us.
篠崎義恵や幸子に関する資料は何もなさそうね。
I don't see any single thing in here that sheds any light on Yoshi or Sachiko Shinozaki at all.
それにかなり暗くなってきたよ。おじさんも待たせてるし。
It's full-on night outside too. We've kept that poor old man waiting long enough.
せっかく来たのに心残りだったけれど、仕方なく今日は戻ることに決めた。
It seemed like a waste to leave here empty-handed, but we'd done all we could. For today at least, it was time to start heading home.
納屋しか残ってないなんてね。
Can't believe all that's left is a barn. Yeah.
明日もっと早い時間にまた来ようよ。付近の人たちの話も聞いてみたいし。
We should try coming back tomorrow a little earlier. I'd like to try talking to some more of the locals.
そうだね。
Sounds like a plan. It felt like the sun had been setting forever, but now it was nowhere in sight. The wooded mountains all around us were cloaked in a veil of darkness. There weren't any lights to help guide our path either, so we really couldn't see where we were going. What about your cell phone? Use your cell phone!
暗いね。来た道、こっちで合ってたっけ？
Man, it's dark. Was this the way we came?
さっきの車道に出なきゃね。多分合ってると思うけど、来た時まっすぐ歩いただけだったし。あ、見て、委員長。
Also, why is she blushing? This is really weird. We need to find our way back to the road. I think that's it, though, since I remember just walking straight toward the barn. Ah, class rep, look!
木々に囲まれた林の向こうに、小さくトラックの車内灯が見えた。
Nestled among the branches just beyond a small grove of trees, the inside lights of the tiny truck shone like a beacon in the night.
あれ、おじさんの車だよね。
It's the old man's truck.
来た。よかった、迷わなくて。森で遭難とかしたら大変だからね。
Yeah, it has to be. Thank goodness. I didn't much like the idea of getting stranded in the woods. The
足を
Japanese
使って
woods.
動いた今日は不思議な充実感があった。家で何もできずに落ち込んでいるよりずっといい。
There was something oddly fulfilling about getting out and actually doing something. Success or no, it felt so much more fruitful than moping about at home.
盲目的でも構わない。毎日少しでも前進していれば必ず。希望と少し違っても近いところへは行けているはずだよね。
I didn't care if this was a fool's errand. As long as I just kept looking, day after day, I felt like I could move on. It wasn't hope, it was purpose.
聖子が教えてくれた言葉だ。
Seiko taught me that.
お待たせしました、おじさん。あれ？
Uh-oh, is he not there? Sorry to keep you waiting. Huh? It's
あ
empty.
れ、おじさんは？
Wait, where's the old man?
待たせすぎちゃったかな。寒いし、ひょっとしたらあれかも。
Maybe we were gone for too long. Maybe we were gone too long for him. I mean, it is cold, but maybe he had to, you know, jerk off somewhere. She began scratching her head and blushing a bit, clearly embarrassed at the suggestion.
そっか。まあエンジンかかってるし すぐ戻ってきてくれるよね。待ってようか。
Oh, yeah, maybe. Well, he left the engine running, so he should be back soon. Let's just wait for him.
なんかね、寒くて私もお腹冷えてきちゃったの。中で待たせてもらわない？
It's so chilly out here, though. My stomach's freezing. Not my arms. Not my hands. Not my legs. My stomach. Also, I know they thought bathroom, but I like to think because he's a creepy old man that he's doing something else in the woods. I'm sure he wouldn't mind if we waited inside the truck, right?
そうだね。開く？
That's true. Okay then, class reps first.
あれ？
Girl in the middle gets touched by the old dude.
ダメだわ。ロックかかってる。
No good. It's locked. Break the
しょうが
glass.
ないね。外で待ってよ。
Well, that sucks. Guess we don't have much choice. Let's just wait out here. Yes, we are vulgar.
何時かな今。
It's so cold outside. What time is it anyway?
8時17分。寒いわけだよ。
8:17. About the right time for cold night air, really.
おじさん帰ってこないの。どうしよっか。
The old man's not coming back, is he? So what do we do?
道も見えないほど真っ暗な車道は歩いて下山するには距離がありすぎると思うけれど、
It was so dark we couldn't even see the road, and climbing all the way back down would require far more of a hike than we were prepared for. Just get on your side and roll. Just roll down the hill. You'll get down there fast. It'll hurt, but you know what? You're not dead. It's okay. Oh. I have an option. I have an option, so I didn't make any decisions in there, so let's just overwrite this because I only have 2 more save spots, so think of something else. Walking's not a good
あの
idea.
時見ていたけど、ガードレールが切れてて危ない道がいっぱいあったよね。
I noticed this when we were in the truck coming up here, but there are an awful lot of spots along the road where the guardrail is out. There were indeed. I could easily imagine being blissfully unaware that we were near the edge of a road, then slipping and falling down the mountain.
階段もなかったし、歩くのかなり危ないかもしれない。
And since there are no lights, walking seems pretty dangerous, don't you think?
だね。もう少し待とっか。おじさんあれしに行ったのならすぐ戻ってきてくれるよ。
You have a point. We should probably just keep waiting. If the old man is off doing his business, then he'll probably be back any minute. Except if he's constipated. And he's just taking a really intensely deep shit in the woods. Or he got bit by a rattlesnake while he was taking a deep shit in the woods. Or, I don't know, anything. Okay, really though, he's an old man, right? Are they not worried something might have happened to him, like a heart attack? He could have had a heart attack while taking a shit in the woods. That's a terrible way to die.
寒いけど、待ってよ。
Yeah, it is cold, but I say we wait. Just keep waiting till like 10:30. He'll be
だけど
back.
さらに30分が経過してもおじさんは帰ってこなかった。
So we waited, and eventually a half hour had passed, still with no sign of the old man's return. The world's shittiest way to die.
おじさんどこ行ったのかな。全然戻ってきてくれない。
Where on earth could he be? I don't think he's coming back.
エンジンかけっぱなしでね。
But he even left the engine running.
暗い森の中、アイドリングの音だけが響き渡っていた。
The only sound either of us could hear in this dense, dark forest was that of the truck's engine idling away.
どうしよう。このまま私たち帰れなくなったりして。
So what do we do? At this rate, we'll never get home.
携帯の圏外か。これ じゃあ連絡もできないわね。
Phone's out of range, so we can't call anybody. And then we just wait to death.
こうなったら仕方がないか。中島さん、一度この坂の上の納屋に戻らない？そこ電灯もついたし。
I guess our only choice is... Nakashima, what do you think about returning to that barn? I mean, it's got light at least.
納屋に
By the barn.
歩いて降りられないなら朝までちゃんと休める場所にいた方がいいと思うの。
Well, if we can't get back down the barn... Well, if we can't get back down the mountain tonight, we should at least take shelter and rest until morning, don't you think?
ここよりは安全だと思うし。
It just seems safer than staying here.
一晩過ごすのか。
So we're going to spend the night alone in a barn together and cuddle?
こんな真っ暗な山奥で朝までなんてゾッとするけれど、もう他の選択肢がない現状では。
I shuddered at the thought of spending the whole night on this cold, dark mountain. But she was right. We really didn't have much of a choice.
事前の策を取っていくしかないのはもっともだとも思う。だけど
I agreed with her that this was the only real course of action that made sense, but
安全って
safer than staying here?
この道路というかこの山全体だけどすごく嫌な感じがするの。
Yeah, I just get a bad feeling from this road. Or even from this whole mountain, really.
得体の知れない気配というか、ちゃんと明かりのつく夜風も避けられる場所に身を寄せるべきだよ。
It's like there's some kind of presence, and our best bet for dealing with it is to go someplace well lit and get out of the elements.
得体の知れない気配、それは恐ろしいこと？
You feel a presence. Is it something we should be afraid of?
わからないの。人のような、違うもののような、一つのような、たくさんのような。
Excuse me. I don't know. I'm not even sure if it's a person or something else, and it could be and it could be one presence or many.
ただ言えるのは、じっと今も見られているってこと。
All I can really say is that we're being watched by the old man shitting in the woods, probably.
分かった。じゃあ急ごう。納屋の方に行こう。
Okay, then let's hurry up and get back to that barn.
八方塞がりになってしまった私たちは仕方なく道路を後にして舗装されていない道を登ってさっきの納屋を目指すことにした。
Finding ourselves left with no other choice, we put the road behind us and began walking up the dirt path leading back to the Shinozaki family's
と
farm.
ころが
However, the barn is gone, right?
ねえ委員長、こんなに離れていたっけ納屋。
Was the barn this far from the road before?
おかしい。おかしいよ。いつの間にか道もなくなっちゃってる。
This is weird. It's really weird. It's like the road leading to it just up and vanished.
こんなことって。
Does this mean we're...
待って、一人で行かないで。
Wait, don't wander off.
ごめん。ねえ、一旦戻りましょう。まっすぐ引き返すの。
Ah, sorry. Come on, let's try retracing our steps. We'll just turn around and go back the way we came.
そうだね。
Sounds good to me. She's crying now.
ねえ、こっちで合ってる？そろそろ車道の方に出るはずじゃない？
We are going the right way, aren't we? Shouldn't we be seeing the road soon?
どこ、ここ。
Where are we?
嘘でしょ。迷っちゃった。森の中で。
Oh god, no. We're lost in the middle of the damn forest. I should have died in the freaking school. This is terrible. What?
気がつくと私たちは針葉樹林の立ち並ぶ深く暗い森の中にいた。
Yes, we were definitely lost. There were literally nothing but coniferous trees as far as the eye could see, in every direction, dark, looming trees.
細くて背の高い木々が影となって周りを取り囲んでいて、ほんの少し先も見渡せない。
Their tall, thin forms were casting a web of shadows all along the mountainside, obscuring our vision of anything at all outside our immediate
委員
surroundings.
長、携帯のコンパスは？
Don't you have a compass on your phone?
ダメ、これも GPS 使ってるもの。
Yeah, but it won't work. It uses GPS.
そうなの？
Oh, it does?
なんで位置情報取れないの？もうこんな時こそ使いなさいよ。
Technology uses data and internet to work? Oh, that's so strange. Why can't this stupid thing get any location data? God, what good is it if it craps out on me when I need it the most? What? Land of living. Oh, it's turned into an episode of I Shouldn't Be Alive. Yeah, darn, why didn't I die in the school? I hate the woods.
声した。
Did you just hear a voice?
聞き取れなかったけど、人の声っぽかった。何か木のきしみとかかもしれないけど。
I couldn't make out what it was saying, but yeah, that sounded like a person. Maybe it was just the wind in the trees, though.
とにかく森を出なきゃ。こういう時どうすればいいのかな。闇雲に動いたら遭難する？
At any rate, we need to find our way off of this mountain. Do you have any ideas? I mean, we shouldn't just wander aimlessly.
そうね。山で迷子になったら確か。
That's true. If we got lost in the mountains, we...
低い方に向かって歩いちゃダメって聞いたわ。
Did you guys hear that fart softly? They say you should never head toward low ground.
知らなかった。
I didn't know that.
そもそもこんな真っ暗な夜なら動かずに休んだ方がいいんだろうけど、テントもないし寒いしね。二人くっついてればなんとかなるかな。
Also, mind you, we are listening to the girl who told us that it was a great idea to perform a charm that she found on the internet. So, do I have any reason to believe anything she says right now is true? Like, I find this like blind leading the blind here right now. The best course of action is probably just to stay in place and wait for daybreak. But it's cold, and we have no tent. Maybe if we huddle together?
でもさ、まだ歩く元気あるし、もう少しだけ動いてみない？車道の近くに行けたら、おじさんの車の明かりが見えると思うんだ。
That's fine, but I'm good to walk at least a little longer, so how about we keep at it for a bit? If we get near enough to the road, we might see the truck.
そうね。
Okay, but I really wanted to just take our shirt off and push our warm bodies together and cuddle. Just say, but fine.
あの木の感じ、さっきも見たような気がするんだけど。
I swear we've walked right by those trees already.
同じとこぐるぐる回ったりしてないよね。
But there's no way we could be walking in circles, is there? Then in the distance you hear Post Malone singing circles, and we're like, oh my god!
山の中の風景はどこも似たり寄ったりで、自分たちがちゃんと移動できているのかも不安になる。
Everything looked the same up here, no matter where we went. We both began to wonder if we were making any progress at all. I wouldn't be friends with this person anymore. So far, she led us to our demise twice. Yep.
なに
What is it?
あっちなんか音がした。
Over there! I heard something.
どこ？ どの辺？
Huh? Where was it? It's the old man. He's done taking a shit.
やだも
God, what
う。
next?
今の
If only Kazami was here. What was that? It's an owl. We're all gonna die.
希望を求めて、気づけば私たちは2時間以上歩いていた。
We kept clinging to the faint hope that we might soon emerge from these endless woods, but all that got us was a good 2 hours worth of slogging.
2人とも悪路で足も痛めつつあって体力をかなり失ってしまった。
The rough terrain was killing our legs and our stamina had been worn down to the bone.
もう動けない。
I can't move anymore.
委員長が枯葉の溜まった地面に座り込んだその時、
The class rep plopped herself down into a bed of dry leaves on the ground, and just as she did, it was a pile of shit from the old man that she just sat in. Right?
委員長見て、あそこ。
Whoa. Class rep, look!
うっそうと茂った針葉樹のシルエットの向こうに小さな光が見えた。
Beyond the silhouette of the many conifers at the edge of our vision, a faint light could be seen.
助かった。
We're saved!
ありがとう中島さん、見つけてくれて。
Thank you, Nakashima. Thank you for noticing that.
行こ
No problem, let's go.
足首の痛みも忘れて、私たちは足早に光の方へと駆け出した。すると、
I'm pretty fixated with this old man shitting. To be fair, they were the ones that suggested that the old man was shitting, and they were willing to wait over a half hour for this man to come back from shitting. So I'm just assuming he died when he was shitting. Or he just never existed in the first place. We were both dead tired, and our legs hurt like hell. But we forgot all of that, the sight of possible salvation, and just took off running.
光の元はさっき目指していた納屋だった。中の裸電球の明かりがこうこうとついている。
As it happens, the barn we'd been looking for all this time was the source of the light. Those naked light bulbs shone like beacons in the night sky. So you mean to tell me that they went into an abandoned barn up on this property on the top of the mountain and they left the light on when they left? Who does that? Be like, oh, there's electricity. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna leave the fucking light on in the barn and then just leave.
う。よかった。あ、納屋の光だったんだ。おじさんの車の車内灯かと思ったんだけれど。
Oh, thank God. Oh, it's the barn. I thought it was going to be the old man's truck.
でもむしろこっちの方でよかったよね。目的の場所だし。
Yeah, me too. But this is even better. The barn was what we were looking for after all.
でも、さっき私たち電気つけっぱなしで帰っちゃったのかな。
But I don't remember leaving the lights on when we left, do you?
消したつもりだったけど、自信なくなってきたよ。
We should have shut them off. Yeah, but it's certainly possible we didn't. Maybe you didn't.
おかげで目印になってくれたし、助かったけどね。
Agreed. Well, if we're the ones that left them on, then we just saved our own asses, so I guess I should thank goodness for small
木
favors.
々の間の背の高い草むらをかき分けて納屋に近づく。私たちはいつの間にかさっきとは裏側の方の森の中に来ていたらしい。
All we had to do was push through some undergrowth as tall as we were, and then we'd be there. Seems like we somehow circle around to the back of the lot.
着いた。中に入ってよ。
We made it. Let's go inside, shall we?
明かりがあるだけで本当に心強いね。
Sure. Man, just having light makes all the difference in the world, doesn't it?
時刻はもう夜の10時40分を過ぎていた。
My phone's clock was showing just past 10:40.
お母さんに心配かけちゃうな。と 家のことを思いながら納屋の入り口の扉に近づく。すると
I started thinking about home and about how much my mom must be worrying by now. Feeling a bit saddened, I hesitated at the barn door when all of a sudden... What?
私の横で委員長が奥の暗闇の方を見据えて震え始めた。
Uh-oh, did they find the guy? The class rep let out a nearly voiceless cry of absolute shock. She was staring into the darkness just past the building and shuddering in terror.
どうしたの？
What's wrong?
中島さん、見て、納屋の隣。
Nakashima, look, right next to the barn. Uh-oh.
そこには想像を超えた光景が待ち構えていた。
What I saw there was something that couldn't be, something far beyond my imagination and comprehension alike.
そんな。
The house?
何これ？
That's... what? How can that... The house is there.
納屋の横の昼間更地になっていた篠崎家の跡地に
There, where the Shinozaki estate once stood, in what was nothing more than an abandoned lot only a few hours earlier.
古い屋敷がぼーっと浮かぶように立っていたのだ。
An old, humble residence now rose above us. It seemed almost to be floating in the air, but it was very clearly an actual corporeal building.
私も委員長もありえない光景にただ呆然としていた。
1 million says the idiots go in. The two of us stood there staring at it for several minutes, completely dumbfounded.
さっき夕方なかったようなね。
Why? It wasn't there. This evening, was it?
なかったよ。なかったけど。
It wasn't. It definitely wasn't, but...
じゃあなんで立ってるの？
So why is it there now?
知らないわよ。
How should I know?
全身鳥肌が立っているのがわかる。
I had goosebumps all over my body. Are they really expecting anything normal at this point? They're trying to look up a residence where two people who are dead are now residing in some parallel universe fucking haunted school where they kill people, and this shocks them.
背骨の上を冷たい汗がずっと滑り流れていく。
And a cold sweat had begun tracing lines down my back.
うっすら光ってない？この家何なの？
Is it just me, or is it glowing? What are we even looking at?
ボロボロに老朽化した2階建ての建物には、しかし確かに篠崎と表札がかかっていた。
Aside from its more ethereal qualities, it was just an old beat-up two-story farmhouse. But sure enough, the nameplate by the door read Shinozaki.
これはやっぱり篠崎義恵と幸子の暮らしていた家のようだ。
This is, without a doubt, the house where Yoshi and Sachiko Shinozaki lived. Great, let's have asthma and die.
過呼吸。大丈夫？委員長。
Oh god, you're hyperventilating. Are you alright?
心配する私を委員長が手で制す。
The class rep raised a hand to stop me from intervening.
ありがとう。口を押さえていればすぐに収まるから。
I'm okay, but thank you. I just have to keep my mouth closed and it'll pass. At least she stopped herself.
中島さん、これはチャンスだよね。
Hey, Nakashima. I think now's our chance. What?
私たちはこの篠崎家を調べるために来たんだもの。向こうが手招きしてくれている望むところじゃない。
We came here to learn the secrets of the Shinozaki estate, and well, here we are. It's inviting us in. It's daring us to look around.
入るの？
You mean go in there?
怖いけど逃げるわけにいかない。
I know, it's really scary, but we can't turn back now.
委員長は息を飲み屋敷を見上げる。やがて覚悟を決めた表情で躊躇なく玄関扉に手をかけた。
Gazing at the imposing structure, she took a deep breath. Then, after collecting herself, she walked right up to the front door and tried sliding it open. Locked.
委員長が力を込めると簡単に扉は開いた。
It gave no resistance at all.
行くわ。
There it is, unfriending Ayumi and collecting my millions. Maybe Kazami's in there. Let's go.
待ってよ。
Wait. Oh boy. Ooh,
ダメだわ。
no good.
篠崎家の真っ暗な家屋には電気は通じていなかった。
The Phantom Estate house had no power, it seemed. Fancy that.
納屋の方は明かりつくのにね。
The barn still has working lights, but not the main house.
委員長が懐中電灯で玄関廊下の奥を照らす。
Fortunately, there was a flashlight on a nearby table. The glass rep picked it up and switched it on, illuminating the wall across from the
す
entrance.
ぐに右に折れるようになっていて先の方は見渡せなかった。
Not that there was much to see. The entranceway itself was extremely small, breaking off to the right at a solid wooden door just a few steps in.
懐中電灯でぐるりと辺りを見回すと玄関のすぐ近くに2階へ上がる階段があった。
A quick pan to the left then revealed a steep hardwood staircase leading up, and that was pretty much the entire room.
気をつけて。すごいここ。
Oh. Ugh, be careful. The energy in here is strong.
霊感体質の委員長は顔が真っ青で気分が悪そうだ。怯えるようなけれど立ち向かうような目で天井や壁を見回している。
She'd gone completely pale. I could tell just by looking at her that she'd sensed something. Her eyes shone with a mixture of terror and determination.
エンジンショーより黒い。真っ黒だよ、ここの冷気。
It's much darker than Heavenly Host. The energy in this house is jet black.
本当？
Really? Nah, I'm making
気を
shit
抜か
up.
ないでね。一瞬も。
Don't let your guard down, not for 1 second.
思えばこの家に踏み込んだ時非日常の世界に飛び込んだのだ。
Thinking back, our first steps into this house were basically the start of it all. It was at that point that we'd left the world of the ordinary far behind.
普通にこうして私の肉眼に映っているこの家の壁、床、天井、この建物の存在自体がもうありえない現象そのものだもの。
Simply being able to see these walls, these floors, these ceilings with our naked eyes directly defied the laws of nature. The house itself was a ghost.
ここでは何が起こっても不思議ではないんだ。
Literally anything could happen in here.
分かってたつもりだったけど私は改めて身震いした。
I knew that and was doing everything I could to brace myself for the trials ahead. But the fear was still there, and the shaking wouldn't stop.
なんだかすごく深い感情の乱れが波となってこの家の空気に刻まれてる。
I don't really know how to explain it, but there's something like a literal wave of emotional turmoil cutting right through the air in here.
何があったんだろう。この家が取り壊される前。
It's pretty deeply ingrained, too. I wonder what happened before this place was torn down. Oh boy. So let's save right there. What? The shoe shelves are full of dead rats. And each one of them, without exception, has had its stomach dug out. Maybe they ate each other? Hopefully they ate each other. Okay. It's an old picture frame, but the glass is broken and there's no picture inside. It's a landscape painting of a lake somewhere. It's hard to tell in this light, but it looks almost like the lake's surface is comprised entirely of outstretched hands reaching up from below. It couldn't be much more unsettling.
この鏡良くないわ。見ていたくない。
This mirror frightens me. I'd rather not look into it all if I can help it.
どうして？
Why not?
鏡ってね、人がずっと凝視というか覗き見るものでしょ。住んでいた人の思念がそのまま焼き付いて固定されていることがよくあるのよ。
Well, a mirror is an object that people peer into, and over time their thoughts and feelings can burn themselves into the glass. It's very common.
確かになんだか誰かに見られている感じがするね。映っているのは私なのに。
Now that you mention it, I guess mirrors do kind of make me feel like I'm being watched, even though I know it's just me in there.
今鏡に私と中島さんが映っていなかった。
That wasn't me and Nakashima I saw just now.
代わりに幸子と篠原さんが見えたような。
It looked like Sachiko and Shinohara.
気のせいかな。
Maybe it was just my imagination. Let's go in here. Locked. The door isn't locked, nor is it sealed shut, like in the school, but it still won't open. There seems to be something heavy blocking it from the other side. Alright, let's go up this... Oh, let's look in the window. Glass is thoroughly clouded over, making it impossible to see outside. In addition, the window has no handles or grips of any kind, suggesting it was never meant to be opened. Go up the stairs. About that. There are a couple of framed photographs of Sachiko here, dressed in a formal kimono. It looks like they were taken during the Shinto Shichigo-san festival, where children of ages 7, 5, and 3 gather to pray for luck and longevity. A small plaque is placed below them with embossed letters that read, Sachiko, just before her 7th birthday. Best wishes for a long, happy life. It's that one. There are a couple of framed photographs of Sakacho and Sachiko, rather. Okay, so they're both the same. Let's go up. The staircase is very plain and the stairs themselves are exceptionally steep. They're also quite old and seem to have absorbed a good deal of moisture, so it would be best to take care when climbing them. Is that all we're doing? Wait.
この鏡良くないわ。見ていたくない。
Okay. I literally don't know what else to do. Oh. That's what we're doing. Let's go to the hall. Oh, that's a creepy hall. Let's go into the WC, whatever that is. Oh, is it like a piss thing? Oh boy. Window is located surprisingly high up along the wall, revealing only a view of the night sky. It's a Japanese-style floor toilet. Every part of it is distressingly filthy, and there are spiderwebs strung all along the inside.
床に血の跡があるわ。
There's blood on the floor here.
乾いてカピカピだけれど、どうしてこれ拭かなかったんだろう。
It's old and dried out, thankfully, but you do have to wonder why nobody would have bothered wiping it up. The drain is packed tightly with what looks to be thousands of bodies of unidentifiable insects. Oh. The bath? Totally not creepy Japanese bathroom. Oh yeah, this is fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. an old-fashioned wooden bathtub cover. It looks extremely brittle and has rotten through completely, sporting numerous holes and missing or warped beams. The window seems to be facing the moon right now and is letting a surprisingly amount of ambient light. It's an old soaking tub with a water heater feeding into it. The heater is clearly broken, and the tub is half filled with green stagnant water and bugs. Uh-oh. Don't look into the water.
吉江や幸子だけじゃない。ここ精神科の診療所をやっていたから、いろんな霊がたくさん集まってる。
Oh. Yoshi and Sachiko aren't the only spirits in here. This place was also used as a psychiatric clinic, so we may have to contend with old patients as well. Fair enough. I'm cool with that. Okay. So, there's another hall. Wait, can we go into the living room? Okay. What's this? A traditional tatami mat of the sort commonly found in virtually any Japanese home is propped against the wall here. It seems to be infested with bugs. It's a coffee table with a missing leg. Curious, you scan the immediate area for the one leg, but find it's nowhere in sight. There are various medicine bottles scattered here and there on the shelves. Please wait here for your name to be called. Please help yourself to some tea.
血合い。あ、そうか。ここって吉江が診療も行っていたんだ。
Wait here. I guess that makes sense. Yoshi did run a clinic from this house after all. Uh-oh. Mr. Yukumara?
Hi.
Oh. Yes, what seems to be the problem? Oh, so we're triggering certain things. Pieces of cloth have been haphazardly tossed into this box. There also seem to be a few rolled up newspapers, but they're absolutely crawling with assorted bugs. Probably best not to touch them. Each of these drawers seems stuck to its frame, as if it's been glued shut. There's no obvious way to open any of them. The drawers open easily, and seem overall to be in remarkably good shape considering their age. The only things inside, however, are old playing cards with star, circle, and triangle patterns on their backs. If you cross your eyes a bit, the holes in the shoji door kind of look like a person's face. Once you see it, however, you can't unsee it, and the whole room becomes exponentially creepier. It's probably best not to look at all. Wait, is that truly? No, it doesn't work. I just tried to do it. Don't do it. It doesn't work. Don't hurt yourself, guys. Just say no, kids. What's that? These old boxes are packed with various odds and ends, including tiny toy rings and a few old yen bills. The rings are practically black with crusted on dust and dirt, however, and the money is covered in mold. Money molds! I learned something today. Okay. Okay, I'm just in there, so let's go to this hall. Why do all the halls have stairs? It's a weird looking hall. Kitchen. Take the money anyway! Wipe the- oh god! I thought that was a face for a second. That scared me. What the frick? The cabinet is filled with small dishes and utensils intended for use by young children. Each one is printed with cutesy bunny or cat designs. Okay, so that's the whole thing. What's in here? The handles to these cabinet doors and drawers are all missing. Sounds of skittering bugs can be heard from within. Probably best to leave them closed. It's an old-fashioned gas range. Its surface is stained with oil. The cabinet below the sink is off its hinges and a few rusted together pots are hanging from it. The odor given off by them is stomach churning. Oh, the fridge is probably the worst, honestly. It's a gas-burning hot water heater. Every part of it is rusted, perfectly illustrating its age. There's absolutely no chance it still works. It's an old-style prefab sink. As with everything else, it seems to have fallen into complete disrepair over these many years.
何も廃屋だね。写真撮るとオーブがいっぱい映りそう。
This place really fits that classic haunted house feel, doesn't it? I'll bet if we took pictures, there'd be orbs everywhere. Okay, so this is the whole thing with dishes. Let's check the fridge and vomit. It's an old model refrigerator, post-icebox era, but very definitely not modern in any way. It seems to be completely empty inside. Oh, surprising. Okay, so there's nothing in there. Okay. Let's check this room. Can't go in that room. Okay, so let's go to the stairs.
大丈夫かな？
Uh-oh. These stairs sure don't feel safe. Yeah! Ow.
大丈夫？
Are you okay?
板が腐ってて危ないよこの階段。気をつけて。周りに手をついて上がろう。
Yeah, I'm fine. The floorboards here are pretty well routed through though, so be really careful. Best to hang onto the wall for leverage as you go.
不思議だわ。そもそもこの家って存在しないはずなのに、あるものすべて触れるし、手にも取れる。
It's so weird. This is a house that shouldn't even exist, but we can touch everything. We can pick it all up, it's all real.
家自体が霊っていうケースもあるとか何かで読んだことがあるけれど。
I seem to recall reading about cases before where the house itself is basically just a spiritual echo, but this seems totally different. Okay. There's a bedroom. Let's check the bedroom. There's 3 bedrooms here, but there were 2 people that we knew of. This appears to be a bedroom. The sliding door to the closet is off its tracks, however, and the dresser has been knocked over. The floor is littered with junk, including a desk lamp and numerous bottles with unknown contents, and the closet is packed with old beat-up boxes. This room also seems suspiciously noisy, with creaks and bangs and pops audible throughout, rapping at my chamber door. Quoth the raven, nevermore. Oh. Oh, is she channeling something? Dad? Mom? Mom?
大丈夫？委員長。
Are you okay? The class rep began calling out for her parents. Totally out of the blue, I had no idea what was going on. Oh boy.
ごめん。私何か言った？
Sorry, did I say something? She was grabbing her head in both hands and her face was white as a sheet. She must have been the target of a spiritual possession again, like in Heavenly Host. Fortunately, she seemed to have been ready for it this time and was able to collect herself in short order, and once she did, our search resumed. Oh boy. For some reason, the wooden dresser wouldn't budge even the slightest bit, as if it were made of solid steel. It's a Japanese-style sliding screen, or fusuma. There's a crude crayon drawing visible on it. Did Sachiko do this? It's very abstract, but it looks like something a happy, well-adjusted little kid would draw. Not at all disturbing like the pictures in Heavenly Host. There's some sort of stain on the back wall of the closet. It kind of looks like it's in the shape of a person. But that's probably just an optical illusion, right? Boy. Some sort of stuff. Yeah, cool. Let me check the boxes. Nope. Cool. Can't check the windows or the chair. Okay. Cool. Let's go to the other bedroom. This particular bedroom looks like it's been converted into a study. Seems out of place considering the family. Whose study was it? Never know. Oh, there's like a torn thing in the wall. The lamp's rotted out. Well, it was worth a shot. The desk is piled high with dust, but the items situated on it are neat and tidy. Whoever used it was very organized. Right in the middle of the desk sits a lone key, completely covered in dried blood. Take it? Oh. Oh boy. Let's save here. Wait. I guess I have no choice. I have no other save points. So yeah, let's take the key. Acquired key to Yoshi's room.
待って、何か聞こえない。
Wait, do you hear something?
木でできたこの家の床を革靴で歩くような音。誰かが下の階にいる。私たちは顔を見合わせてゾッとする。
It sounded like footsteps echoing through the wooden frame of the house, specifically like someone with leather shoes walking around on the first floor.
足音はさらに階段を上がり始めた。
Uh-oh. The class rep and I looked at one another and shuddered. After a moment, the footsteps then began loudly stomping up the stairs.
上がってくる。
It's coming towards us.
隠れなきゃ。
We have to hide.
私たちは慌てて近くの部屋の中に身を隠した。少し開いた部屋の扉から階段を見張る。
We scrambled against the wall of the room, leaving the door ever so slightly ajar so we could survey the staircase. Uh-oh.
何かが歩き回ってる。
There really is something in here with us. Something. Walking around the halls.
もうやだ。
God, I can't take this
プレ
anymore.
ッシャーの連続に私は感触を起こしてしまった。すると委員長がそっと私の手を握って。
The constant, unrelenting pressure of this search was beginning to take its toll on me. The class rep, sensing my agitation, took my hand in hers.
中島さん、しっかり心を強く持って。天神症の経験を利用してやろう。弱った隙につけ込まれたら簡単に極化しちゃう。
Oh wow. She knows. Keep it together, Nakashima. Stay strong. Remember, Heavenly Host, if we allow these holes to form in our hearts, we'll just fall prey to the darkening.
分かってる。ありがとう。
You're right. Thank you. Okay, let's continue looking through things. There's no longer anything of interest on the desk. It's the frame to an old mirror that's long since been busted out. Where the looking glass once stood, there's now a creepy drawing of an old woman. It's just a rough sketch, but it looks absolutely realistic, as if it could just up and jump out of the frame at any moment. Creepy. The bookshelf is full of old books that have been thoroughly wrecked with age. Every one of them is yellowed, musty, and falling apart. Okay, so that's the same. One of its right legs is bent beyond repair, and there's a thick layer of dust piled on top of it. No one's been sitting here for a long, long time. I don't think there's... Okay. So that's it. So let's go to this bedroom. The door is locked. Use the key. But it looks like the key from the other room fits.
ここは
This is...
部屋の至るところに幸子の写真が貼ってあった。とても愛おしそうに。
There were photos of Sachiko all over the room. Virtually everywhere there was space for them. Her mother clearly held her very dear. I want to see all these. Where are all the pictures? Oh, right there. Okay, cool.
日常の幸せな瞬間を捉えた写真。そこには被写体の篠崎幸子に対する愛情あふれる母親の目線が切り取られていた。
Picture after picture, each depicting some happy moment in the Shinozaki family's life. Yoshi's overwhelming love of Sachiko came through in every shot.
何これ。
What is that all about?
たくさんの幸せそうな写真に混じって家族3人の写った写真だけは異様だった。
Must be the father. The photographs depicting the Shinozaki women were all fine, but those that showed Sachiko with both her parents were a bit different.
ヨシエの多分夫であろう男性だけ顔をボールペンでぐしゃぐしゃと塗りつぶされている。
In each of them, the man who was presumably Yoshi's husband had had his face completely blacked out with a ballpoint pen.
きっと幸子の父親だよね。どうしてこんな。
That has to be Sachiko's dad, right? But why? I'm getting the feeling. Oh, hello, Artichokami. Hello, and happy Saturday morning. How are you? I'm wondering, I'm getting a vibe. I wonder if this is like the school principal or like something school related. I'm not sure. Arctic Okami. Sorry, I don't know why I said artichoke. Arctic Okami. Hello. Happy Saturday. Thank you for coming.
部屋を見渡すとこの男性が写っている写真だけは全て同じことになっている。
Looking around the room, it really was every single photograph that depicted this man. His face is inked out in literally every picture. Weird. There's a tiny kimono in the box, sized for a young girl. The style looks similar to the ones worn in the Sachiko Gosan festival, which would make this Sachiko's for sure. Pictures of Sachiko are sprawled out across the surface of the desk. However, like so many objects in Heavenly Host, they're fixed to the surface as if they were mere decoration. They can't be picked up or even moved. Can't look there, can't look there. I know this is obvious, I'm just looking around.
中島さん見てあれ。
Nakashima, look, up there!
あれおまじないの。
Oh, isn't that...
部屋の一角神棚のような高い位置に幸せの幸子さんで使った紙人形とそっくりの片白が祀られていた。
Perched high off the ground, a traditional household shrine was affixed to the wall, and within it was an easily recognizable paper doll. Oh, the Sachiko Ever After
あ
charm.
の鏡を模したご神教の前に置かれた形白。奈穂さんが見つけたのはこれね。
An offering, I guess. It's enshrined alongside a mirror, imitating the shape of Yada no Kagami. This must be the doll that Naho brought back with her.
憧れだったナホって人とは天神症で辛い別れになったそう。委員長が悲しそうな顔をする。
Apparently, the class rep's parting in Heavenly Host with her former role model, Naho, had not been a pleasant one. She looked momentarily distraught.
片白の前には茶色く変色した正方形の和紙が置いてあり、墨で儀式の手段が記されていた。
In front of the enshrined doll, there was a square sheet of yellowed paper containing hand-inked instructions on performing an all too familiar ritual. Spirit in the ever after, to confer a dying land upon an offering, one shall meditate upon his her name. Please must be spoken in silence, an order a number of times equal to all transgressors plus the offering. An avatar for the offering must be torn and split equally amongst the transgressors. If performed correctly, the offering's desired location shall become the land in which she dies.
幸せの幸子さんの原型だった。
This was the original form of the Sachiko Ever After ritual.
それが幸子を霊媒にこの儀式を行って死が天神書を作り出したってこと？
So, did Yoshi use Sachiko as an offering in order to make Heavenly Host the land of her death?
二人とも生きている時にどうして？何なのこの儀式？
This would have had to have happened while she was still alive. But why? What was she hoping to accomplish?